I think the coach component, having the person, the dietitian working with you, has a really powerful motivational factor and retention factor. Other point that we have seen is that when you do data collection and measurement and you can craft that out in a dashboard and an app that you have every day with you, it has a really powerful impact. And I think you're right about the fact that, having the app, a phone is so much more personal to you and closer to you than any PDF or website can ever be, or email. It's there to notify you on a daily basis. And keep in mind that with Elo, today already you are interacting with us multiple times a day, every day. So this becomes actually one of the products that you interact more than 99% of the apps that you have on your phone or products that you are buying today. You go to your gym maybe 3 times a week, but with Elo you interact 15, 25 times a week. So it's a pretty active product. And I think one point that you said, collecting data from, let's say, pollution, environment, all these things. There's a lot of interesting stuff you can do. I built 2 data companies before I started Elo, and I worked on the big data for over a decade. And data itself has no value or no meaning. What has value are insights. And it's really interesting to work on this because my CTO, my co-founder, is a person we work now with 4 companies already. Started at Nokia 15, 20 years ago. My other co-founder, he worked 10 years at Apple. So he was one of the designers reporting to Johnny Ive. And he built some of the products you likely use every day now. And we all love. Hundreds of millions of people use the products he started and built. And he was the guy who was initiating this idea of Apple Health. And he was there, of course, working with the Apple Watch and all this stuff. So he has seen this in his eyes that, when you do things like the Apple Watch rings, they have a fundamental impact on human life. Those rings might be the biggest weight loss tool ever invented by man. 100 million people follow the rings every day. That's a lot of people, way more than Weight Watchers or whatever you have. And I was there in a room, 20 years ago at Nokia, when a team invented the step counter. We came up with the 10,000 steps. And, I saw the impact on people's lives when we had 50 million people 2 years later tracking their steps every day. And we built that app and, we built the da-da sound that came in your device. And I also saw, I was in the team that built the first smartphone, N95 at Nokia back in the days. And I saw the impact on people and myself, like when you went from having a cell phone to have a smartphone. It was fundamentally different, product category. And we have all become addicted to our phones. We have all become addicted to social media. And I believe fundamentally, as the whole management team and the founding team, that you can take these things that we learned from the social media, from the mobile, from the games, and use them for good, for behavior change. So Elo ultimately will be also an app and a game. It's a game that makes you feel good and healthier. I spent 15 years building video games before I went to Nokia, and that's my kind of background. And